Why logic is a really great thing until it isn't. Being logical isn't the same thing as being right. For example, here's a perfectly logical series of statements. It's wrong to do unnatural things. Antibiotics are unnatural, therefore it's wrong to take antibiotics. Now this is what we call a valid deductive argument, meaning that we have correctly deduced a conclusion on the basis of our premises. If it is true that it's wrong to do unnatural things, and if it is true that antibiotics are unnatural, well then it must also be true that it's wrong to take antibiotics. The logic is inescapable, but it's also, in my view, misguided. Why? Because the statement, it's wrong to do unnatural things, doesn't stand up to scrutiny. If that's true, is it also wrong to wear clothes or glasses, or live in houses, or go to churches and get married? Or if these things are natural because it's in our natures to invent and do this stuff, well then surely anything and everything we are capable of doing is also natural. So the argument in my example is logically valid, but it's not sound. A sound argument being one that is both valid and has true premises, meaning its conclusion must be true. What does a sound argument look like? Well, here's one. I like it when people smile at me. You smiled at me, so I must have liked that. That is valid, the premises are true, and they do support my conclusion, and so my conclusion must surely also be true. Except, well, do I really mean it? Is it always absolutely true that I do like it when people smile at me? Mostly I might, but perhaps there are some smiles and some people I don't like at all. Insincere or menacing or weird smiles. The tidy logic of a deductive argument that we write out on a page doesn't often map perfectly onto the world. And here's something in particular to watch out for: the misuse of logic as a weapon. Imagine a lawyer saying, "Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I put it to you that the defendant was either in the room that night or has gained the ability to be in two places at once." Now, given that the second option is impossible, it is logically impossible for him to be anywhere other than in the room at the scene of the crime. This may or may not be true, but what's happened here is that the lawyer has deliberately excluded other possibilities. Perhaps the defendant has been misidentified. Perhaps someone who looked like them was in the room. Perhaps there is doubt. But the logical force and structure of a valid argument is being used as a weapon to drive out uncertainty, to eliminate doubt. The solution? We need to admit uncertainty into language. We need to remember that logic, when properly used, is not a weapon. At best, it is a magnifying glass, allowing us cautiously to scrutinize whether what we and others say really does support the things that we and others would like to believe.